Hello and welcome back to Sleeping Dogs. Today I will be showing you where all of the health shrines in the game are. For the first one, we are in this little section in the southern part of North Point. This is where we'll start. Now if you put your cursor over in this area, it will stop it from screwing you over with the roads that are all around here. But it also gives you the second entrance. So I'm assuming that you'll be coming from the east there, and you'll want the first entrance, which is this one here behind me. It's a lot bigger than the other entrance. So if you come in here and you take a run down to this warehouse with the blue tin siding on it, you run inside of it and then up the window on the right, and the health shrine is right in front of you. It's a little out of the way. The next one on our stop is north of Yowling Courts, right next to this parking lot and this vehicle store. It's in this little gray section to the south, and it's right off the road. The road's right there, and it's there. So as long as you go to that point in the map, you should spot it easily. The next one is right here. This is where the undercover offices are. If you can't remember that though, it is this parking lot here. So there's the undercover offices, and just off in the corner by where the vehicles are usually parked is the health shrine. Next one is just a little ways away. If you take the back alley out of the undercover offices, it's in this little offshoot here about halfway to the big warehouse, and it is just off the road. The next one here is just to the west of the waterfront. If you come to this little offshoot in the road, it is hiding behind this wall. So you might not see it from the street. You'll have to come down a little bit, and that should be your fifth one, giving you 10% more health. Next one is over here on the import lot. And if you put your cursor right there, it should lead you right to it. You'll be able to see it from the gate that somebody decided to make with the shipping containers here, and it's right next to them. Not too hard to find. Okay, the next one is just at the north point of North Point. In this little area here, if you come to where I am on the map, it is just off of this on-ramp. You'll be able to see it very easily from the road if you've been following along. Okay, the next one is over by Kamchuk Overpass. And if you come right here, just south of this parking lot, there will be one of these things for the walk over the road. And if you climb all the way up it, this one's a little ways away, so just follow along if you can. You don't want to cross the bridge. You run around. Now, when you get to the top of this, there might be enemies here for you. They'll be right up here. The only reason there isn't any for me right now is because it's counting me as currently working on that case that you see on the screen there. Because on this save, I haven't done it yet. So you just keep running along, and you'll be able to spot it. It is right up there. So it's a little ways away. You can come from the other direction, but there's a gap that you might fall into. So I would recommend coming from the east side. The next one is actually fairly close to where the last one was. We ended the last one in this section here, and this one's just down here in the alleyway that goes underneath it. So if you find Lock Fu Park and you find the massage parlor that's closest to it, the health shrine will be right there, and there's the massage parlor across the alley. Okay, next one is just west of Club Bam Bam in this alleyway. If you come in from the Club Bam Bam site, it is just off to your left and fairly easy to spot. Should also be your 10th one, giving you another 10% health. Alright, the next one is just north of the temple and just west of Fulong Overpass. It's in at the end of this alley with the massage parlor. And it is right there on the corner of the street. So if you go to the point in the map, it's very easy to spot. The next one is actually inside the temple. The next two, actually. There's a twofer here. So if you run all the way up the steps until you get to the main courtyard here, and if you hang a left from here, you'll go and just follow the little stream there, and there will be one next to this little wading pool. And if you hang a right from there, the other one is just up this dirt road. Two very easy ones to spot, right next to each other. The next one on our stops is probably one that you've already got. It is right outside of your apartment. Chances are you got this one yourself fairly early on in the game. Okay, and the last one in North Point is right here in the night market. It's right next to this clothing store, but during your mission with Jackie Ma to go into the night market, I'm pretty sure this is the guy that you shake down and you have to fight like his nephew or his son or something, and it is right next to him. So you may have already got this one yourself as well, but this is the 15th one for me, giving me 30% max health and finishing North Point. Moving on to Central, the first one we're going to go to is at the Drainage Outflow Hub. If you come just onto the left side of it here, you'll find it out near the docks. It's a very nice view. The next one in Central is at this little donut here on the east end. If you come to the easternmost set of stairs and come up to this walk around, it will be right there waiting for you at the top. The next one is just to the west of the donut, just across the street from this clothing store. And if you go to that point on the map, this little one sunk into the ground is just off the road in this corner here. The next one in North Point is right here at this alleyway. I guess the easiest way would be to the east of the clothing store that's in the commercial district, and it's off the road and up these stairs, so if you're not looking up, you might miss it. But it's just off the road. It shouldn't be too bad to spot. The next one in Central, not gonna lie, really sucks. If you come to this point here in the map, we will start our journey by climbing these boxes. And then we gotta go up. And over here, don't be fooled by the blinking lights. Those are just barricades. They're not the shrine that we're looking for. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm still losing cop points, it's because it is still counting me as part of that pop start lead mission, but I accidentally started getting one of the ones over in North Point. So just follow my path, keep climbing. Fortunately, it's a really long ways away, but when you go into that little area, it is just ahead of you. Probably the second worst one to get, but it should be your 5th one in Central, giving you another 10% health. Okay, the next one in Central is, you can probably tell from all the markers around me, is at the Sim Shan Shan Alley Police Station. and it is just in their parking lot off to the side. Okay, the next one is in Victoria Park. There's 3 of them in the park. They're not the easiest ones to explain where they are. But the first one, if you go to the road just to the north of the marker on the map, the health shrine is just up the stairs going towards the big building. Shouldn't be that bad to find this one. The next one in the park is right where my cursor is. If you look in the background there, you can make out the hospital sign, and it's right next to this very pretty fountain area in the middle of the walk path. And there's also a guy selling pork buns just over there, so it's a couple markers to find it. The next one in Central is just north of the Central Hospital, not too far north. You can see the front doors right there, and it's just up near this vending machine and all these benches. Okay, the next one, back in Victoria Park, if you come to where I am on the map, you'll see this walkway above me, and if you just cross the road and drop down, you should be able to spot it, because you should land somewhere along this path, so. And that should be another 10% health. Next one in Central is if you go right to the bend of the upside down U building in the business district, you will find it on this nice little plaza type area just off the road. The next one, if you just go north from where the U is, it is this building here next to the government house, which you can see behind me there. There's not really any good landmarks around that besides the government house there, so. The next one, very close to the last one, it is actually at the corner of the government house. You can see the road there, and it is just inside the little areas here. I don't know what to call this, balconies, I guess? No, I don't know. Okay, the second last one that we're getting in Central is up here in this circular area. And if you go up there, just follow the circle around, and eventually you will spot it off the side. The last one we are getting in Central is out here on this dock. There's lots of ways to get out here, and it is right here at the end next to this big ramp if you want to do a cool jump after. And that should give you another 10% health. Moving on to Kennedy Town, we'll start right here at Wong's Parking, and it is right across the street from the little construction site. Next one is at the Kennedy Docks. It is right at the end of this dock here, right next to this building that says that you can park there for $30 an hour or $100 a day. The next one in Kennedy Town is right here. Unfortunately, there's not really any identifiers on the map, but there is this very nice water feature next to the on-ramp, and it's in this nice little park-like area, and that's the docks that you would have just came out of. Next one is down here at this little like offshoot dock area. It is up on this building that you'll see. You should enter from there. It'll be the building on the right, and the stairs to get up here are just around the side. Next one, just a little ways away from the last one, is you run down towards this ramp here that you see, hop over, and bam, land right on it, right next to the ocean. Next one in Kennedy Town is in the Sun Yat housing complex. You can come at it from 4 different ways. None of them make any difference. It's a nice, easy run. There's no enemies. And when you reach the plaza with the Dragon Kick ladies, it is just across from them. Next one is right outside of Two Chin's house. You can't enter this area until a certain point in the game, but luckily enough, the health shrine is right outside the gate. And there will probably be an enemy in there trying to get to you, but he can't. Next one in Kennedy Town is down here next to the Pokeball on the map. It's in this nice little seating area. There's a lot of stairs to go down, there's a lot of tables and chairs, there's even an ice cream shack here, so you'll just have to find this area with the corner. Second last one in Kennedy Town is right outside the cemetery. There's the front door of it, and just in this little offshoot garden area is the health shrine. Tenth and last one in Kennedy Town is at the far right back corner of the cemetery, and it is as close to that corner as it could possibly get. Giving you up now, you should have 80% more health if you've been following along. Alright, now on to Aberdeen. This one is here in Dry Dock. If you come to this alleyway and follow it all the way along, you should come down the set of stairs here. And when you do that, you just hang a left and it's right there. I would recommend doing it that way, not finding your own way down here, just to make it easier to find the shrine, because it is off in the corner. Next one in Aberdeen, if you come to this spot here on the map, this T junction, you'll find the health shrine just off the side of the road. Very nice, easy one to spot. Next one in Aberdeen is just off to the west here near these buildings. It is another one like the one in Kennedy Town. It is up on this raised building, and you have to go around the side to find the stairs up. Okay, next one is at the Aberdeen docks. Come to where I am on the map and climb up this boat here. It is, when you're coming from there, it is the second boat. It's the first one with a little upper part to it. And then you just run from here and make the leap across. It's not too bad, but it is possible to fuck it up. But there is the fourth health shrine for Aberdeen. Next one in Aberdeen, if you just come right to where I am on the map there, there's the road and there's the health shrine. Nice and easy, just off the road, and another 10% health. Almost there. 5 left. Next one in Aberdeen is right here on the west end of the fish market. It is at this little tiny dock that's here with the warning sign. And the health shrine is right at the end of it, out in the open. Okay, the next one in Aberdeen and the last one on the mainland is right here on the map. If you go there, the road is just back behind there. So just down off the road. As long as you know where you're going, which you should be if you're following this, you'll be able to spot it fairly easily. We are now on Aberdeen Island, and if you go all the way to the back end of the island on the road, it is right up here on the balcony. Depending on which way you come from, it can be hard to spot because it is kind of high up, but you should be fine. Second last health shrine in Aberdeen and the game is at the east end of the Aberdeen Island docks. It is right here. And the reason we got this one instead of the last one at this point is because for the very last one in the game, you will need a boat. So make sure you grab one of those before you leave. And the final and most annoying, unfortunately, health shrine in the game is all the way back here. So you will hopefully listen to my advice and got a boat to make it here. Otherwise, it's a very long swim. And after you make it all the way to the back end of the island, come to this dock here. There'll be this boat here, and you should be able to see the health shrine as you come around the bend. And that will be it. Last 10%, your health bar should now be doubled and all nice and blue. And that is where all the health shrines in the game are. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.